And they were supported. They received billions, millions of dollars from outside the country, especially Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United States.
So, though these three examples of backlashes, you still are optimistic.
Yes.
Why? How could you be then?
I am very optimistic. I tell you why. Number one, because I am a little bit childish, you know. I am naive, you know. And creativity is very much related to keep your childhood. That you don't lose the child inside you. So I am optimistic even for no reason, you know. And hope is power. Hope is power. You know, when we were in prison, all my colleagues were crying, and Sadat was about to kill us, and I was laughing at them naively like that. He will die before us and we will go out. And he died and we came out. I didn't know.
I have a question about the wife of Mubarak, Susan. You said some words about her. She was seen as a big feminist, but she wasn't.
Like Jihan Sadat. Like the Queen of Jordan, Queen of Morocco, Queen of Algeria, I don't know, all those, the so-called First Lady. Horrible women, horrible. And they come, number one, many of them are not educated at all, or they are educated, half-educated, and they married, suddenly the husband becomes the president or the king, and suddenly they become the first lady and the leading feminist in the country. So Suzanne Mubarak became the leader of the feminist movement in Egypt, you know, and she tried to kill all women, including myself, who really were feminists, or who were visible. So they want to, and that's why the struggle against me. She played, Jihan Sadat played a role in putting me in prison. She played a role in that. Suzanne Mubarak played a role in banning our association, the Arab Women's Together, in banning the Egyptian Women Union. They don't want anybody to be active, and she wants to be the queen. And they destroyed. Suzanne Mubarak played a role in dividing the feminist movement, divide and rule. So we have now a very fragmented women movement, and we are reuniting now.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But you said also before that you didn't vote. You didn't vote for the parliament?
No.
No?
No, I am against elections. I tell you why. Because I lived in the States for years, and even the Obama campaign, I lived the Obama campaign in Atlanta, and I followed the elections. They connect democracy to elections, you know, and they call it free election. I haven't seen any free elections. All elections based on money, billions of dollars to be paid. No poor person can really fund the campaign to be a president, not in Egypt, not in the US. So this is not democracy. Democracy means that I can run the election if I don't have billions of dollars. So you cannot have real democracy under a class patriarchal system, under a system that creates poverty all the time. You cannot have democracy, because real democracy means you don't have poverty. You have equal chances for everybody. You have good education, good health for everyone. That's democracy to me. It's not just going to elect somebody, you know. So the elections need, now I am writing about to separate between elections and democracy, to separate. In Egypt, we cannot have free elections at all. The elections of the parliament I didn't. I boycotted. I said it. How can we make a revolution and then we make parliamentary elections without changing the constitution? Because we made the revolution, so you must have to change the constitution according to the goals of the revolution. But the military prevented that. And we are still functioning with the old, bad constitution. And they are building, it's like building a big building without a basis. The constitution is the basis. You have to put it first, and then do elections and build the new society after that. They didn't do that. So I said these elections are fake. The presidential and the result of the parliament election is a scandal. It's a catastrophe. Now, many people now, they want to dissolve the new parliament. And then we come to the presidential elections. They are worse. Everybody making jokes about it. So I think the most important thing we are doing now, the revolutionary people, that we must change the constitution.
Can you do that through the Egyptian Women's Union? Can you be a pressure?
If we, because we are building not only with the women movement, we have 50% men in the Egyptian Women Union. 50% men, young men. And the Egyptian Women Union started in Tahrir Square by those men and women, in fact. So there is a change. The mentality of young men in Egypt, the revolutionary, is great. They are feminists. They are very progressive. So if we succeed in building the Egyptian Women Union, and if we undo the division among the revolutionary groups, and we go back to the spirit of Tahrir Square, then we can do a lot.
And you also said that the revolution will go on and on and on.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a process. The revolution goes in process. The political, the economic, the social, the culture. We need a cultural revolution to change the mentality of the people. Okay, now we have questions from the public. I can have two questions.
Yeah.
One man and one woman. Yeah.
Here is the microphone. Please.
Which is the most important issue for Swedish women in Sweden, in your opinion?
Do you mean to support the Arab Spring or for Swedish women in general?
I mean for feminism here in Sweden, for Swedish women. Is feminism perfect in Sweden?
Is it perfect? Oh, no. No, I don't think that women in Sweden are liberated, or even men, you know. Because, you know, you cannot be liberated. I don't want to be critical of your country, but the whole world, we live in the postmodern slave system. Postmodern slave, we are still in the slave system. Poverty, a lot of poverty. I came here to participate in this tribunal about the problems of immigrants. What about immigrants? What's about this nationality? Why there is a difference between Swedish and non-Swedish? Why people, foreigners here are treated that way? And we listened during the tribunal just 2 days ago. sufferings of people here at the borders, and when they come in Sweden, in Denmark, in the United States, everywhere. So whenever you have discrimination, economic discrimination, you have discrimination by gender, by class, by color, by profession, by everything. So that we are all in the same boat. We do not live in three worlds. Usually, I say we live in one world, dominated by the same oppressive system, the same oppressive economic system, a patriarchal system, racist system, religious system, whether Christian, Jewish, or Islam, or anything. So we have really to think in that way. And the fight should be global. That's why I am very happy. I was in New York last month with the Occupy Wall Street, and in London with the revolution in London. And wherever I go, I find a revolution now.